Hi there, my name is Shannon Witten. I am a red steel carpenter and instructor here at the College of Carpenters and Allied Trades, and I make videos to help my students with their geometry assignments. So this is for anybody interested in geo, and today we are going to go over how to make a hexagon given one side length using geometry. Now, first of all, a hexagon is a polygon, and when it's a regular hexagon, it is a six-sided polygon. So each side length is going to be the same. So I have drawn this at 2 inches, so it shows up on the camera. And my students, you may notice I'm using, Sharpie and pen, and that's so it shows up. Please don't forget to use your 2H pencil for object lines and 4H for construction. Moving along. Geometry is really just using what we know about basic shapes to create other shapes in very layman's terms. So to make a hexagon given one side length, when there's no other restrictions, what we can do is take that side length, so 2 inches, and we can set our compass to that 2 inches, which I've already done here. Once I have my compass set, I would recommend not moving it for the entire activity because it'll just help with the consistency of your project. So I actually used the line that I drew to set my compass, and I can do like a very slight little arc to just make sure that it is in fact going to hit exactly where my line ends. And that is also just kind of a really important thing when you're making a hexagon with this method. So once I have my compass set, I am going to make an arc above my line somewhere in the middle, and then I'm going to bring it over to the other end of my line, and I'm going to intersect that arc. Now, if you've been following along, you will notice that your compass could create an entire circle if I went all the way around. So what we're doing is using radii to determine lengths. So everywhere along this arc back to B is 2 inches, and everywhere along this arc back to A is 2 inches. And if I were to connect this intersecting point, I would actually have an equilateral triangle. And an equilateral triangle is where all 3 sides of the triangle are the same. Cool thing that we know about a regular hexagon is it actually has 6 equilateral triangles within it. So if we find the same length for both sides, we actually find the center or the apothem of our hexagon. And that's really important for making it, because I need to start with the center. And then the next step is I'm going to actually make a circle all the way around. So some of you at this point may be unsurprised to find that if I put the compass point very carefully on those intersecting lines, that I will hit B and I will hit A because it's 2 inches back to both of those points. I'm going to make an arc that goes all the way around. I'm making a circle, not an arc. I'm going to make a circle. And now I have a circle that has a radius the same length as the side length of my hexagon. This is where we go into the striking an arc upon itself method. So from our earlier classes, if you strike an arc upon itself, so the radius of a circle upon its circumference, you will get multiples of 60 degrees. So bringing this back, when you have an equilateral triangle, you have 180 degrees in any triangle. When it's equal, each corner of that or angle of that triangle is going to be 60. A hexagon, just like a circle, has an internal angle of 360 degrees. So 6 multiples of 60, which is what we get when we strike an arc upon itself. So starting at B, I'm very, very carefully going to strike arcs upon my circumference, and this is where it becomes critical that you don't accidentally put your compass in the wrong spot, because I'm going to do this 4 times. And if I step, which means I'm a little bit big or a little bit small, it could throw off my last angle. My students know that, ideally you just do it accurately, but if you want to split what I call the mess up, you can also come off of A 2 times, and then any inconsistency could potentially be erased, at least within our tolerance by the time you get to the top. And now I have 6 points, so just bringing this little example I have back into play. and I can connect them to finish off my hexagon. So just using Sharpie again so it shows up on the camera, I connect these points very carefully. And that's it. I'm going to end up with a hexagon given one side length. And you can definitely make a hexagon other ways, like coming off of the center and just using what we know about its internal angles and equilateral triangles. I might do that video another day, but for now, this hopefully helps you with your homework. And just doing it quickly here. That's it. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Have a good day.